Welcome to The Strategist, where we delve into the art and science of business strategy and leadership. I'm David Green, your guide on this journey. My career spans over 2 decades, blending diverse experiences from law enforcement to the corporate corridors of Amazon Web Services and into the transformative realms of nonprofit education. In my law enforcement days as a major crimes detective and forensic expert, I was honored multiple times as Officer of the Year, a testament to my dedication and results in complex investigations. Transitioning to the business world, I served as a business executive at Amazon Web Services. There, I was at the helm of safeguarding the largest data center market globally, refining business models and enhancing Amazon's foundational principles. I worked and lived in several countries, ensuring the continuity of our business model. But my journey did not stop there. I ventured into the nonprofit education sector, pioneering a new line of business. My focus was on dismantling outdated policies and innovating solutions that directly served our customers. This journey wasn't just about change. It was about revolutionizing how we operate. I dramatically increased productivity tenfold, slashed service level agreements by nearly 1,000%, saved millions of dollars, and turned a tide of thousands of annual complaints, some turning into lawsuits, to an outstanding 0 per year. Beyond my operational roles, I'm a 2-time published author and recognized speaker across various business markets. I bring these experiences to The Strategist, aiming to share insights, strategies, and leadership values that can empower you, our listeners, in your own journey. Welcome to another episode of The Strategist, where we delve into the tactics and philosophies driving successful businesses today. Today, we're venturing into the core of what makes or breaks organizations, their culture. Let's explore this topic together. Over the last few weeks on The Strategist, we've delved deep into values that shape the bedrock of successful organizations. We've talked about leadership principles, the importance of ownership, the power of data analytics, and the critical role of customer obsession. But if you step back and look at the big picture, what we're really talking about is the art of building a distinctive brand and a dynamic culture that permeates every level of your organization. You see, having a clearly defined culture and identity isn't just an item on the checklist of corporate success. It's the very first fundamental step in crafting an environment where innovation thrives and values are lived, not just spoken. It's about creating a space where each member of the organization, regardless of their role, feels aligned with these core values. Now, let's pause for a moment to reflect on the tech behemoths such as Google. Have you ever pondered why they pour vast resources into constructing expansive, amenity-laden campuses? This isn't merely a quest for luxury or employee perks. It represents a strategic, intentional effort to cultivate an environment that not only reflects but also nurtures their core values and culture. This approach is about deeply embedding employees into their company ethos 7 days a week, transforming them into true embodiments of what it means to be a Googler. These campuses transcend the traditional notion of workplaces. They are, in essence, fertile grounds for creativity, collaboration, and groundbreaking innovation. Googlers don't just work at Google. They live its culture, breathe its principles, and incorporate these ideals into every facet of their professional lives. Now, let's shift our focus to another titan in the tech industry, Amazon. Picture this. If you were to randomly approach any Amazon employee, you'd find that they can not only recite all the company's leadership principles, but also expound on them with depth and understanding. They proudly identify as Amazonians and even have an affectionate moniker for their leader, referring to him as Uncle Jeff. Sure, some might find this level of culture immersion a bit unconventional, but it's precisely this uniqueness that propels the company forward as a cohesive, unified force. Amazonians are not just employees. They are living, breathing essence of Amazon's culture, walking in lockstep with the company's vision and values. What these examples underscore is the sheer power of well-cultivated culture. It's not just about creating a successful brand. It's about forging an identity that resonates at every level of the organization. It's about making each team member not just a participant, but a steward of that culture, dedicated to upholding and advancing it in everything that they do. Now, let me clarify something. I'm not suggesting that every organization should emulate the exact cultural models of Google or Amazon. That's not necessary, nor is it feasible for every company. What I am advocating for, however, is the critical role of visionary leadership. Every leader needs to have a clear vision. They should be able to articulate their core values, hire individuals who resonate with these values, and integrate them into their performance review processes. This approach is key to ensuring unity within the organization, aligning everyone towards a common goal, growth and innovation. But there's more to it than just alignment and unity. Your culture should also be about genuinely caring for every single employee, not just those at the executive level. Remember, it's the tactical level employees, the ones on the ground, who are the most important in keeping your business thriving and successful. So, what do employees typically seek from their employers? It's 10 things. Let me break it down for you. First, it's flexibility, work-life balance. This refers to the ability of an organization to provide its employees with a balance between their professional responsibilities and personal life. Flexibility can manifest in various forms, such as flexible working hours, remote work options, or policies that accommodate personal needs. Number 2, freedom to be creative. This aspect emphasizes the encouragement and support for employees to think outside the box, propose new ideas, and experiment. It's about creating an environment where innovation is not just allowed, but actively fostered and rewarded. Number 3, competitive income. Offering competitive income means providing compensation that not only meets industry standards, but also reflects the values and contributions of each employee. It includes fair wages, benefits, and other financial incentives that recognize employees' efforts and talents. Number 4, a fun environment. A workplace that is enjoyable and engaging, where employees feel relaxed and happy. This can include a positive and inclusive culture, team building activities, and a workspace that promotes enjoyment alongside productivity. Number 5, competent coworkers and inspiring leaders. This refers to being surrounded by skilled and knowledgeable colleagues and leaders who inspire and motivate. Competent coworkers contribute to the productivity and learning-rich environment, while inspiring leaders drive passion, provide direction, and foster a sense of purpose. Number 6, shared values. The alignment of personal values with organizational values. Shared values create a sense of community and belonging, where employees feel connected to the organization's mission and goals. Number 7, innovation. The continuous pursuit of improvement, creativity, and new ideas. An innovative culture encourages experimentation, embraces new technologies and methodologies, and supports taking calculated risk for advancement. Number 8, trust. This encompasses a culture of mutual respect and integrity, where employees feel safe, valued, and confident in their roles. Trust is built through transparency, consistent communication, and fairness in decision-making. Number 9, opportunity. The provision of chances for personal and professional growth. Opportunities can include training and development programs, career advancement paths, and the encouragement to pursue new challenges within their organization. And finally, number 10, a clear purpose for their work. Employees understand how their individual roles contribute to the larger objective of the organization. This clarity fosters a sense of meaning and fulfillment as employees see the impact and relevance of their work. By offering these 10 key elements in your workplace, you're not just creating a positive environment, you're laying the groundwork for a thriving and dynamic organization. You see, the benefits of such an approach extend far beyond employee satisfaction. You position your company to not only retain your best talent, but also become a magnet for the industry's top professionals. And here's something crucial for every leader to understand. Your primary goal should be to nurture and advance the talent you already have within your organization. This is where many companies miss the mark, and frankly, it's a lost opportunity. Think about the journey of an employee in your company. From day one, you invest in them, training, mentoring, and empowering them to take on increasing challenging projects. Now, when the time comes to fill a pivotal role, like a project manager, your first thought should be to consider this homegrown talent. Why look outside when you have a pool of motivated, trained, and culturally aligned individuals right in your midst? When companies habitually seek external talent for key positions, it sends a concerning message about their culture. It suggests a lack of confidence in their own people, or worse, it implies they've been hiring the wrong people from the start. This not only demoralizes your current team, but also raises red flags for potential candidates. On the other hand, organizations that focus on internal talent development and promotion are broadcasting their commitment to their employees' growth and success. They're demonstrating that the value, the skills, the loyalty, and knowledge that their employees have developed over time. This approach doesn't just build a strong team, it fosters a culture of loyalty, motivation, and continuous personal growth. As leaders, let's commit to this. Invest in our people, recognize their potential, and give them opportunity they deserve to rise within the ranks. Let's build our companies not just with talent, but with the right talent, the talent that grows within our walls, nurtured by our culture, and aligned with our values. As we have explored it in previous episodes of The Strategist, the elements of a thriving business culture are becoming increasingly clear. A successful business culture, the kind that propels organizations to new heights, is a rich tapestry woven from several critical threads. It includes clearly defined principles, a relentless focus on customer satisfaction, a strong sense of ownership, a deep understanding of the numbers, and an unwavering support for employees. In this ecosystem, every individual, regardless of their role, contributes significantly to the overall success. Let's break down this dynamic a bit further. At the apex of this structure are the leaders. They are the visionaries, setting the direction of the company. Take customer obsession, for example. Leaders don't just talk about it. They embody it in the actions and their decisions, setting a powerful example for the entire organization. They are also the ones who meticulously pore over data, not just as numbers, but as stories, telling them where to focus and how to improve. Moreover, their obsession doesn't stop with customers or data. It extends to their employees, ensuring that their workforce is engaged, motivated, and aligned with company goals. On the other hand of this equation are the employees. They are the ones who bring the company's principles to life, day in and day out. They execute the vision laid out by their leaders, and they do so with a laser focus on the customer. It's their dedication, their commitment to excellence, that creates the tangible experience that customers value so deeply. And then at the base of the triangle is the customer, the beneficiary of this harmonious blend of leadership vision and employee execution. When customers feel the impact of a company's culture in every interaction, their loyalty deepens. They become not just customers, but advocates for the brand. This in turn amplifies the company's reputation and value, a cycle that propels the business forward. I'd like to call this the triangle of success. It's a model where leadership, vision, employee execution, and customer satisfaction are in constant dynamic interaction, each reinforcing the other. This triangle is the foundation upon which businesses can build lasting success and create a legacy in their industry. Let's take a moment here to consider the flip side of the triangle of success. Think about companies that don't quite hit the mark, those that struggle to find their footing in a competitive landscape. More often than not, their struggles can be traced back to a breakdown in one or more corners of this crucial triangle. When one element falters, the entire structure begins to wobble. Firstly, there are those companies that lose sight of the customer. This is a fundamental misstep. They may become so wrapped up in processes, profits, or internal politics that they forget the very reason for their existence, to serve and satisfy the customer. When a business stops prioritizing the customer needs and experiences, it's like removing the base of our triangle. The structure cannot stand. Another common pitfall is failing to clearly define the organization's identity. I'm not talking about what products or services they offer, but rather their core ethos, their reason for being. Without this clarity, companies often end up hiring people who don't align with their values, which leads to a cascade of issues. It's like a cycle that keeps turning, each rotation further misaligning the organization from its intended path. The impact on the customer can be akin to expecting a Chick-fil-A level of service, but finding yourself at a less attentive fast food drive-thru instead. Then there are those organizations that neglect their employees. This could manifest in various ways, such as failing to offer competitive wages, not providing growth opportunities, or lacking a supportive work environment. The repercussions of this neglect are serious. High employee turnover, disengaged workers, and a decline in service quality are just a few of the symptoms. This in turn directly impacts the customer's experience. Long wait times, inconsistent service, or a general sense of apathy can drive customers away. In essence, when any part of this triangle, customer focus, employee engagement, or clear organizational identity, is weakened or ignored, the repercussions are felt throughout the entire business. It's a domino effect that can lead to diminished customer loyalty, erode brand reputation, and ultimately hinder business success. So as we navigate the complex world of business strategy, let's keep the triangle of success in mind. It's a reminder that balance, focus, and alignment across all aspects of our organization are not just ideal, they are essential for sustainable growth and success. What I can assure you is this: if you focus on nurturing your people, if you strive to provide them with those 10 essential elements every employee seeks, you're not just building a company culture. You're laying the foundation for an organization that can withstand the toughest challenges. You'll cultivate a workforce that doesn't just work for you, they commit to you. They identify with your mission, and the thought of leaving becomes almost inconceivable. Drawing from my personal journey, I can tell you that leaving a role isn't just a career change. It can feel like you're leaving a part of yourself behind. As a retired law enforcement officer, I experienced this. Law enforcement wasn't just a job for me. It was a core part of my identity. And interestingly, when I transitioned out of Amazon, I felt a similar sense of loss. Why? Because I believe wholeheartedly in Amazon's culture. I identified with their values, their vision, and along the way, I formed lasting friendships. That sense of belonging, that alignment with the company's ethos, made leaving a significant decision. So what does this mean for us as leaders? It means that our goals should extend beyond just running a successful business. Our aim should be to create an environment where our team members feel a deep connection to their work and the company. We should be crafting a culture that becomes a part of their identity, just as it becomes a part of ours. We all have the potential to be the Amazons of our respective fields. It's not about size or market share. It's about the impact of our culture. It's about creating a space where people don't just come to work, but come to be part of something bigger than themselves, something more meaningful. And when we achieve that, we unlock a level of dedication, creativity, and resilience that can propel our companies to extraordinary heights. As we wrap up today's episode, let's remember that our journey as leaders is not just about business strategies or financial goals. It's about identifying, nurturing, and living our culture in every action we take. That is the true mark of leadership and the foundation of lasting success. Thank you for tuning in to The Strategist. Keep joining us as we explore more on leadership, culture, and strategies that make a difference. Until next time, keep building, keep innovating, and most importantly, keep nurturing your company's culture.